Howdy YouTubers. Okay, so I'm still here, I'm still around. uh, been away for a long time, and there's a couple of reasons for that. So it is November 2016, and I'm now 8 months postpartum. So little baby is 8 months old. She's crawling all over the place like a crazy person, standing up all the time, climbing up everything she possibly can. She screams, gurgles, smiles, laughs, loves being scared. She's on solid foods as well now, so makes a mess of everything at dinner time, and she's just grown into such a happy little baby, which is just amazing. It's just so much fun. And I've also started an Instagram page or Instagram account for her. So her name is Eden Blue Eyes. So if you have a look for her, then I've started adding some pictures of her on that, which I find adorable. So yeah, what else has been going on? So what happened was that I kind of went into a little bit of a depressive state. I don't know whether I have the nerve to call it postnatal depression, but it was pretty close to it. Yeah, being pregnant and being a mum is extremely hard to adjust to. Being a new mum is so different from normal life. It took me a long time to get used to it, get adjusted to it, and it got to a certain point where I felt like I was so different to the person that I used to be before that I even started hating being a mum and almost resenting having my baby, which is not nice, and I hated myself for that. And because I hated myself, I got really depressed about it, and just got really down and got into a bit of a funk, and just didn't have a life really, didn't want to see anyone, didn't want to talk to many people, and just kind of almost went to breaking point where I just wanted to hide away in a little tiny hole and forget that the whole world existed, and just hoped that someone would take the baby away or take me away, just so I could have some time to actually breathe and to sort of mentally understand what was going on. And I've now sort of come to the conclusion, or I've sort of now know what happened. It's basically being so tomboyish, you know, having a lot of hobbies that I couldn't do in pregnant. I used to go to the pub an awful lot of my friends. I had a lot of male friends that I would go and see, play console games with. You know, I'd be on the Xbox till 2, 3, 4 in the morning sometimes, even playing Call of Duty and, you know, shooting zombies, and that's what I did a lot of the time, and that's what I've loved doing for decades of my life. You know, it's never going to change. Suddenly I couldn't do that. I was tired by 8 o'clock. Sometimes I, you know, would nap in the day for hours, get up for a couple of hours, and then have to go to sleep again, because so shattered pregnancy just absolutely kills you. And then having the baby, you know, you would have to constantly be up, not getting more than 3 hours maximum of sleep at night before having to feed the baby again. And of course I was mainly breastfeeding for the first 6 months, so my partner couldn't really help me in that regard, so it was always me that had to get the baby and feed her. And you know, you don't have a life really. You feel very isolated. You know, once again, I couldn't see a lot of my friends because they're male and breastfeeding as well, which is a little bit sort of, it's not the best situation really. Not that they would have had a problem with it, but it wasn't great. And you know, you can't go out to the pub drinking because I was breastfeeding. You know, my friends that I met, you know, used to meet to go for coffee, things like that. You know, can have coffee, can have tea. Not that that is a major problem, but you know, there's just certain things that sort of made social life awkward, and it wasn't the best. And you know, working out is part of who I am. I've always been fit, I've always been active, and ever since leaving school I've been a member of a gym, and I've always, you know, looked after my figure and putting on so much weight as well. I put on 45 pounds throughout my pregnancy. I'm going to do another video as well, just showing my measurements and showing my figure, just to show you what I'm like at the moment. Yeah, and I'll also just go through how much weight I've lost as well, and so in case anyone's interested and want to know. And yeah, so you know, I couldn't do my fitness, and that really kind of killed me. It just kind of felt like I was half a person. Now I've been doing my yoga again. I've been slowly working out, going to the gym occasionally, and just walking more, being active, starting to be more active with the baby. And of course my mood has gotten better now. As I've lost more weight and I've lost the dress sizes, I can start to wear clothes that I used to be able to before. So your clothes is actually a big part of you, who you are, your personality, and being able to wear the clothes that I used to wear makes me feel like I've gotten a little bit of the old me back, which makes me feel so much better about myself. It makes me feel that I'm not a different person. I am actually the old me that I've always been, just a slightly more mature, mummified version of me, sort of, I guess. So yeah, that's been absolutely great. So yeah, I've lost 2 dress sizes so far, which is fab, and as I said, I'll talk to you all about that in another video. So yeah, that's just a little update, just to let you know what's been going on, what's happened, where I am. I've just been up to so much, doing so many things, modelling as well. I've done a few photo shoots as well, which has been fantastic and great for the confidence as well. Although I would obviously like to be back to my pre-pregnancy size, so I actually look the same as I did when I was modelling all the time, but obviously I have time for that. They say that it can take a full year to get pregnancy weight off. It's not necessarily 9 months to put the weight on, 9 months off. They say that's healthy, but usually it takes about a year, because you know, the first couple of months all you're doing is being a mum and your body's recuperating after labour and everything else. So yeah, I'm at the moment I'm pleased with my progress. I feel much better. My baby is just the happiest little baby in the world. You know, she's going through a few problems at the moment, not sleeping great. She was sleeping all the way through the night, 7 till 6 in the morning, something like that, like 11 hours, 10, 11 hours most nights. Now she started waking up 3:30 in the morning, and she won't go back to bed unless she's in bed with us, which is really frustrating because she's been in her own cot for a couple of months now. So yeah, having a baby that went all the way through the night and suddenly, oh wow, I'm getting 8 hours every single night, you know, for weeks, suddenly to having you know, a couple of hours sleep and then being woke up, and then the baby being in bed with you and just kicking you and turning over, and she just lies across you and just needs to be as close as she possibly can. That's really frustrating, you know. It kills your sleep. So yeah, that's a bit frustrating. She's asleep at the moment, her nap time, which is nice. Be nicer if she had longer nap times, but oh well, you know, we'll wait until she's a teenager, I guess. Yeah, so that's that for this update. I will be doing my measurements and everything within the next couple of weeks, so keep an eye out for that. I'm going to try to start videoing again quite often, or as often as I can. So just because I've been so out of it, and I was so used to doing a video almost every single week, but I'll try to keep up with my videos and also update some videos of Eden as well, to show you her progress and what she's doing and things. So thank you ever so much for watching once again. Bit of a fast, long ramble, but I hope you found it informative. And I will speak to you again real soon. So bye bye, YouTubers.